If you watched my previous video where I explained ETFs and you asked, but can I actually buy an ETF in Ghana? The answer is yes. And in this video, I'm going to show you the ETF currently listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange, what it actually invests in and how much it costs. And most importantly, exactly how you can buy it as a Ghanaian investor. So before you leave, subscribe to Money Code Africa because we are breaking down real investment opportunities available to everyday Africans in simple language without the financial jargons. And if you've been wondering whether GLD is actually worth buying, stay until the end because I'll explain who this ETF may make sense for and who should probably stay away from it. Let's get straight to the point. According to the Ghana Stock Exchange, there is currently one ETF listed under its ETF category. It is called NewGold, and its ticker on the Ghana Stock Exchange is GLD. And here is what makes it interesting. GLD gives you exposure to gold. NewGold is designed to track the price of physical gold and is backed by gold bullion. So when you buy GLD, you are not buying shares in a gold mining company. You are buying a security that gives you exposure to the price of gold. This is where people sometimes get confused. An ETF doesn't necessarily have to contain hundreds of different investments. Some ETFs track hundreds of companies. Others track bonds, industries, commodities, or even a single commodity like gold. The important thing is that the investment is packaged as a fund or exchange trade investment and can be bought and sold on an exchange. So GLD can be an ETF even though its underlying exposure is primarily gold. Now, let's talk about the numbers. As of August 19, 2026, the published NAV for the NewGold was approximately 458.57 Ghana cedis per unit. But don't assume that is necessarily the exact price you will pay. That's the NAV, which is also net asset value. So when we say NAV, what it means is net asset value. So that's the final value of the asset you are going to buy, which means it might probably include some charges and other things. The actual market price can differ because GLD is traded on the stock exchange. NewGold also has an annual charge approximately 0.3%, and you will need to consider brokerage and other transaction costs when buying or selling. And not like a normal company share, you are not buying GLD primarily for dividends. You are mainly getting exposure to gold price movements. Now, gold has performed strongly in recent years. NewGold's published data shows a cumulative return of roughly 36% over 1 year and around 131% over 3 years. But please, don't hear those numbers and immediately think, I need to buy this. Past performance doesn't guarantee future returns. I always tell you this. Gold can rise, but it can also fall. And your actual return will depend on when you buy and sell, fees, market price, and other factors. Now, the part many of you are probably waiting for, how do I actually buy it? You buy GLD through a licensed dealing member of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Some of the brokers involved in the NewGold broker network include IC Securities, Data Bank Brokerage, and Black Star Brokerage. If you already have an eligible Ghana Stock Exchange trading account with a broker, you can contact them and say, I want to buy the NewGold ETF, ticker GLD. The broker will guide you through the process of opening or activating the appropriate Ghana Stock Exchange/CSD trading account and placing your order. And remember, you are buying a Ghana Stock Exchange listed security. So don't confuse GLD with something like a mutual fund or a liquidity fund. They are different investments. So is GLD right for everyone? Definitely not. If you are looking for ownership in Ghanaian companies and potentially dividend income, individual Ghana Stock Exchange shares may be more relevant. But if you want exposure to gold without physically buying it, storing it and securing gold yourself, GLD could be worth researching. It can potentially play a role in diversification too. But don't invest simply because gold has performed well recently. Understand the risk, fees, and how it fits into your overall portfolio. But there's one more thing I want to address before I go. You cannot buy these on the apps of the brokerages I've mentioned. If you want to buy it, you have to contact the brokerage personally and they will guide you as to how to buy it. So, there you have it. If you've been asking whether you can actually buy an ETF on the Ghana Stock Exchange, yes, you can. And currently, the ETF listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange is NewGold, ticker GLD, giving investors exposure to gold. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you consider buying GLD or would you rather invest in Ghanaian stocks, treasury bills, or mutual funds? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this video helped you understand how ETFs work in Ghana, subscribe to Money Code Africa and share this video with someone who wants to start investing. Because here, we are not just talking about money. We are unlocking Africa's wealth code. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.